Hey guys, I'm Jake. Welcome to Nature Beings, and in today's video, I'm going to provide you those top 7 and simple to use strategies by which you can lose at least 15 kgs in 3 months. Yes, you heard me right because I'm telling you from personal experience. Since last 2 months, as you all know, in self-isolation and lockdown, I've not been going to the gym. I've been doing some lightweight training only at home, but I still managed to lose 10 kgs in 2 months. Now, these strategies are something which I have always been using all my life, but in the last 2 months, I synchronized all of them to get the best outcome. And when I started, my weight was 92 kgs, and now my current weight is 80 kgs. So, honestly, I lost 12 kgs. And these strategies are so simple, anybody can use them. They have been scientifically proven to help in fat loss. I personally believe that when it comes to fat loss, the more we simplify it, the faster our results will be. There is no point in making it complicated. So without further ado, I'm gonna share those 7 strategies which I applied and lost 12 kgs in 2 months. Starting with strategy number 1, fasted cardio before breakfast. It has been shown in multitude of studies that fasted cardio helps to control your blood sugar levels, and that is extremely important in case of fat loss. Why? Because when your blood sugar levels are low, your blood does not have any surge of insulin or extra insulin circulating. And why is that important? Because insulin is basically a storage hormone, because insulin's job is to store all the circulating extra sugar in our blood into our muscle tissues, in our liver cells. It is basically by definition a storage hormone, and when it is running in your blood, your body is doing only one job, and that is storage. When it's storing, it will not burn fat. That's why it's important to have blood sugar level low so there is no circulating insulin, and that's when our body is able to utilize fat and burn it as a source of energy. So when you get up in the morning, due to overnight fasted state, when you're sleeping, your body utilizes all this available glucose, and when you get up in the morning, there is no glucose or sugar circulating in your blood, and that is the time when you go for your cardio, your body will rely on fat as the source of energy and burn that extra fat. I've read so many studies about this and I've been using this technique, but one book in particular I would suggest that you must read, and that is based on the Ayurvedic concept, Change Your Schedule, Change Your Life. I'm providing the link for that book in the description. I highly recommend that. Read that book if you love your health. Now, an added advantage of this fasted state of cardio is that it ramps up your metabolism, and even later in the day when you consume any meal or your calories, your body and your metabolic rate will be fast enough to utilize those calories more efficiently. Second important fat loss strategy that I applied is increasing my fiber intake. Yes, unknowingly we feel that we are consuming enough fiber in our diet, but I have seen from observation that almost 75 to 80% people are deficient in dietary fiber, and probably one of the reasons why they suffer from disturbance in their bowel movements or even constipation and weight gain. Now let me tell you why fiber intake is important, because fiber actually helps your body to burn that extra sugar. Whenever I say sugar, it is basically the stored form of carbohydrate and not table sugar. So it helps in burning extra sugar in our blood or the extra stored glucose. Now let me explain the fat loss advantage of consuming dietary fiber. A dietary fiber basically breaks down after the bacterial fermentation into short chain fatty acid, mainly acetate, butyrate and propionate. Now the short chain fatty acid acetate has the properties of inhibiting the conversion of glucose into fat, or conversion of glucose into fat in our liver, and that's how it stops our liver from accumulating fat. And second, short chain fatty acid in fiber, the butyrate, it has the potential to increase insulin sensitivity. Basically, what is insulin sensitivity is that when our body is more sensitive to insulin, it will only need little bit of insulin to shuttle all the extra sugar or glucose in our blood. And the reason for that is when insulin rises, it takes a long time to go back to the baseline, and that's why the more comes up, the more time it will take to go down, and the longer it stays in your blood, the more your body will keep storing, and it won't be able to burn fat. That's why we need to be more insulin sensitive. When we are more insulin sensitive, less insulin is required and it goes down faster, and our body turns into the first fat burning zone. My personal daily intake of fiber is approximately 40 grams. and this is my supplement that I take. I'll hit the link in the description, you can check it out, and in one serving it gives me 7 grams of fiber. So I target to take 30 grams of fiber from this supplement and 10 grams from my food sources. Third important fat loss strategy that I applied is post meal walks. Yes, I know it all sounds so simple, guys, but I have lost 12 kgs in 2 months just by using these ones. So, post meal walks, why is it so important? So, let me read one Japanese study which found out the result of this post meal walk effects for fat loss. A Japanese study took 3 groups of men and had them do one of 3 actions immediately after they ate their meal: sitting, standing, or walking. By the end of the study, they found that low volume, easy walking for 30 minutes after a meal kept serum fat concentration 18% lower than sitting or standing after a meal. So I know a lot of people, they eat their meal and they'll sit on their couch or watch TV or just lie down straight and watch TV. Please avoid doing that. Apply this simple strategy, guys, and I know you will burn that extra calories. 18% lowest fat serum concentration is a big number. So just go out for a simple walk after your meal. You can, if not 30 minutes, at least start with 15 minutes and gradually ramp it up to 30 minutes. Fourth strategy that I applied, in fact, this is a strategy that I've been doing since I was 20 years old, and that is exercise. When I say exercise, I don't mean to say that you spend 2 hours in the gym, lift heavy weight. Though I have nothing against people who do it, I've done it for decades. I've just changed my strategies now. Research has shown multiple times, and even this is my personal experience. I've been training or strength training for so many years now that when we exercise, it increases our body's ability to drive sugar or the glucose that we derive from eating carbohydrate directly into our muscle cells, and it also increases our insulin sensitivity. So guys, just like simple exercise is good enough. You don't have to be a bodybuilder. I mean, if I just stand up here and I just like start doing these simple body weight squats without taking any weight, or just do push-ups, 2 sets of push-ups and 4 sets of squat. I mean, you make your own workout. These days I'm only training at home and it's still working for me since the last 2 months. What I'm using, just basic 12 pounds dumbbell, which is nothing. So like I said in the beginning, just simplify it. Even 15 to 20 minutes of this simple workout every day is gonna help your body burn more fat simply by increasing insulin sensitivity. I mean, a simple exercise routine can be anything. I train at home. I do lightweight training, and I walk 10,000 steps every day. You can do swimming, cycling, or just about anything which makes you happy but helps you do that 15 to 20 minutes of physical activity. Fifth strategy that I applied, and this is a very new strategy that I have used personally, and it's only since last 2 months, and it has proven so effective for me. It is intermittent fasting for 16 hours. Now, 16 hours might sound very big, but to simplify it again, what I do is I consume my last meal of the day at around 7 p.m. in the evening. So when I sleep in the night, that entire fasting period becomes my intermittent fasting period. So 16 hours, basically 7 to 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So basically 11 a.m. next day I consume my first meal. So this strategy works in tandem with the other fat loss strategy, that is fasted cardio. So I did my intermittent fasting the whole night. I got up in the morning and then I go for my fasted cardio. And one golden tip, let me tell you, before I leave for my fasted cardio, one thing I do is I drink black coffee, and it helps to basically push my body to burn fat cells in the form of energy. Intermittent fasting has also helped me to stabilize blood sugar levels and also better insulin control and insulin sensitivity. Alright guys, now coming to the last strategy, and this is also I would call a bonus tip, and that is consuming apple cider vinegar just 15 minutes or 10 minutes before any carbohydrate meal, or in fact any meal. Yeah, that's what I do. I before 10 minutes before my meal, I mix a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in normal temperature water, or you can do it in lukewarm water as well, and I just drink it. and then I consume my meal, because apple cider vinegar has again the effect of bringing the blood sugar levels low. In case you are diabetic or taking any diabetic medication, of course you need to be more careful in that case, but otherwise for general people or general public, it is a fantastic strategy and it works wonderfully for me on a daily basis. So basically, consuming apple cider vinegar before the meal stabilizes the blood sugar level, and when I consume the meal, the spike of sugar is not so sudden, and that's why the insulin spike is also slower and lesser. That way again it helps in the long run in increasing the metabolic rate. In fact, I made a video about apple cider vinegar. In case you guys haven't seen it, you can check it here. It's a detailed video about how to use apple cider vinegar. So guys, these are my top 7 strategies that I've been applying since forever ever I remember. I kind of applied all of them together, and their synchronized effect is 12 kgs of weight loss in 2 months without any hardcore gym workout. Alright guys, so let me know if you have any topic in mind that you want me to talk about or make a video about. Let me know in the comment section and I'll definitely respond to it. Bye.